Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, test. Hello, Bob. Can you hear me? See me? All that good stuff? Do you happen to have the link, Bob? The link to the YouTube channel? Can you write the link in the comment section, please? I'd appreciate it. You could hear me and you could see me and all that good stuff, right? Okay, we're going to be working out of the stick control book today. I'd just like to make an announcement. I'm in the process of writing 2 more publications. It's a breakdown. Which not really. Can you hear me, Bob? Yes or no? Good sound, okay. Thank you. I'm recording this on another camera as well, in case there's any delay. Okay? I guess that's not it. Alright, I'm on YouTube tomorrow. So if you want to see me on YouTube, go to my channel, Matt Patella. Gonna take it to my channel. And you can view me tomorrow, 1 p.m. I'm doing Monday and Friday, 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. on YouTube. What is it with this thing? Jesus. Sometimes I quit. Alright. Good sound, alright. No. I'm trying to get the captions out of there. Anyway, Stacy, can you, how you doing? Can you put the link to YouTube on for me? Nay. All right, if you could do that, I would appreciate that, Stacy. This thing is driving me crazy. Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. I sent you a schedule, Bob. Yeah, look at this. Oh. Why doesn't this thing work? All right. Anyway, what I'm going to do now. The guys who frequent my site, Patella, Andrea, how you doing, Andrea? The guys who frequent my site, we've done this lesson in the past, but it's good to revisit. And I just want to promote my stick control book formulas. This is in it. I'm just going to kind of like give you a few samples, okay? So what I'm going to do, what is that? All right. I'm going to demonstrate a few samples from the stick control book formula. Now, what I've done, and what really inspired me to do this one particular lesson was from Elliot Fine and Marvin Dahlgreen's four-way coordination. Now there's a few variations of this particular exercise or development. It can be considered four-way coordination or linear. Now, we're going to reference from the stick control book. And we're going to read the line 1, page 5, as written. That's not written. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to play the first line on the snare drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now it's essential you count, okay? You're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so now, we're going to lock ourselves in, number 1, on 4 voices. The ride cymbal, the snare drum, the bass drum, and the hi-hat. So we're counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm going to refer to the top and the bottom. Now I'm locking you in, but there's other variations I will explain in a few seconds. What we're going to do, every time we come across 1 and 3 and, it's going to be the top. The top being your right and left hand, the ride cymbal and snare. So with that approach, if I did number 1, it would just the top, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that leaves 2 and 4 and out. So what I'm going to do is make 2 and 4 and the bottom. The bottom being the bass drum and hi-hat. Every time I see a right, bang, the bass drum. Every time I see a left, the hi-hat. Or You can play double bass as well. I prefer to put 4 different voices. 1, 2. Okay? So we're going to do the first one nice and slow with that concept. Now remember, 1 and 3 and is the top, 2 and 4 and is the bottom. So nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again. We understand that. So it's a 4-way coordination or a linear concept. We go to line 2 and it reverses itself. Line 1 we started with the ride cymbal snare. Line 2 we're going to start with the snare ride cymbal. So we have 1 and 2. So what I like to do is line 1, finish line 1, don't repeat it. Just do line 1, go to line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on and so forth. It's unusual and it's part of your approach to stick control book. You know, stick control book is just not 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There's the brilliance of George Lawrence Stone. And that's what we're going to work with. That's something new and it's something you just discovered. Now, when I say I'm using just 4 voices, I'm locked in. Ride cymbal, snare, bass drum, and hi-hat. We can take the right hand, we can move it around. Double beaters. See it? Do we all understand that? Any questions on it? Don't let me discourage anybody here. This is not a performance platform. This is an educational platform. I'm teaching. Does anybody have any questions with this? No? Yes? Maybe? If so, just put in the comments yes or no. Please. Any questions? Come on, what's wrong with the computer? Hold on. Any questions? Okay, well, I'm just giving you an example, the first 2 lines. Let's take line 5. It really starts to cook a little bit when you're doing line 5. Nice figure, the paradiddle. Do it slow. See it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? It's clear for you there, Andre? Okay, and that goes on for all the page. I'm not going to do the whole page. There's no need to if you understand that. It makes for some very interesting things. I mean, I could play, for example, I could play changing the voices. It changes the whole thing. repeaters. Just something different. I refer to that as linear or four-way coordination. What I want to do next is it's called harmonic. I'm having a hard time with this thing. Hold on a second. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I can't get off of this. Okay, good, Stacy. All right, so we just did, this thing won't come off the full screen. Oh my Lord, why? Let's try that. Yeah, that's better, I think. No, it's not. What happened? Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Okay. So that's considered four-way coordination. It's just another way to do the stick control book. The next guy is going to be harmonic coordination. Now I'm not going to blaze this stuff, I'm just going to do it really slow. Harmonic means I'm going to play, whenever I play my right hand, I'm going to play my bass drum, right and right. Every time I play my left hand, I'm going to play my high hand as well. Harmonic. Okay, then we have line 3, right, right, left, left. Then the paradiddle. Change the voices again. You hear the funk starting to develop? That was line 6. That's called harmonic. I could take it to the floor, tom tom. Orchestrate the whole thing. Or do we get it? Do we understand it? Yes, no? Alright, so we have by itself, right? We have, this is the four-way or linear. Then we have harmonic. Now, the next thing is cross harmonic. Cross harmonic means, now, when I hit my left hand, I'm going to use my right foot. So, and I use my right hand and my left foot. So line 1 would be 1 and 2. That's harmonic, Bob. Right hand, right foot. Left hand, left foot. That's line 5. Harmonic, both hands at the same time. Bass drum and right hand. Snare drum, left hand. That's harmonic. At the same time. Now, what I'm doing is I'm not trying to, profile or perform or whatever. I'm just breaking it down and explaining it. Any questions to this point? Now you get a whole lot of linear stuff from the stick control book and from the syncopation book. So I don't want to go. I got into a harmonic and I got into cross harmonic, and then I got into linear or four-way coordination. Is there any questions to that from this point? Hello, any questions? Yes, no? Alright. Now, the reason why I like to do this next guy is it incorporates a few different things here. Example, learning how to read simple patterns. So you're going to improve your reading skills. So let's go, for example, to lesson 4 on the syncopation book. It's a simple pattern. Line 1. If I just play the snare drum part, 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we want to make that linear. What we're going to do is we're going to play, let's play that with the left hand. What was written like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we're going to make it linear. By making it linear, we're going to do a straight line of eighth notes. So where there's an eighth note missing, okay, we're going to play with the bass drum. I'm nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3. Linear concept. So what you're doing is it's a simple pattern, but at the same time, if you know how to read, you're revisiting your reading skills. But the reading becomes a whole different thing. You can play it out with both hands, or you can play all over the place. You go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Wherever you want to do, combination. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Do it at the right, one time with the right hand lead, one time with the left hand lead. Simple pattern. It's just a developmental thing. It's not like I said, a performance thing. I'm not trying to. None of that nonsense. That's not teaching. Do you understand the syncopation book? 1 and 2 and 3, and I make it linear. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's simple. If we took line 11 from the syncopation book, that's page 11, we'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if I want to make it linear, now I can move that around. I utilize the 3 voices. With the left hand. Yeah. Well, the question here is, how do I use these in practice? Well, my practice, it's the way I practice. I open up my practice every day on the drum pad. I do stick control book, at least the first page with vamping at different tempos. Then I say, okay, I want to work on some linear concepts. Now linear, if you want to, continue doing your linear workout, that's fine. You want to jump into something new, that's fine. So how do I practice this? All right, let's go back to the stick control book. This is a lot easier. If I take the first line, I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So actually, that's how I practice on a drum pad. So I want to make it linear. So what's missing is the bass drum. So now I consolidated my practice. I just practiced the stick control book on top with my hands, and I added the bass drum to make it linear. So I'm practicing stick control book with the hands, and I'm adding the bass drum, which makes it linear. So it's consolidated. I do line 3, 1 and 1 E and 2. Or the paradiddle. Sorry, excuse me. Now I'm moving around the set. It's starting to open up more doors. It's an essential thing if you practice with the metronome. But all I'm doing there is with the stick control book is practicing what's there. Line 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what I'm doing now, if I want to play it linear, I'm going to change the count or the thought. I'm going to count 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and the 4 E and the. So the E and the da are missing. So I have 1 E and da, 2. Up tempo a little bit. There's no set thing that I'm doing. It's said I want to play it all around the place. So I get. I'm randomly just playing. It's a linear thing. I'm not playing a tune. I'm not developing any kind of concept. It's just a coordination thing. 3, 4. Just play a basic money beat. Who is that? I'm sorry, I can't see. I can't. Jura. I'm going to play it safe, and I'm just going to pronounce your last name. Jura, correct? Does that help you out somewhat? You could also expand on this. For example, if I did line 1, 1 E and 2, between the bass drum and snare drum. So I'm playing line 1 in 16th notes, and all the rights are the bass drum, all the lefts are the snare drum. But now I want to complicate it a little bit, so I want to do a little bit of coordination thing. I'm going to play my right hand on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and 2. What happened? I freeze? Oh boy, hold on. Did I freeze? There you go. Well, that's just, many other different ways. Like I said, I could play the line down. That's pretty simple. So I'm consolidating my practice. I'm playing a linear concept, but I'm also playing stick control in full strokes right now. Without the filling with the bass drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's the first measure in the stick control book. I want to have a little fun with it, and I'm going to add the bass drum. Or I can move it around between the floor, top, and bottom, and the snare drum. Or mix the voices up. It's limitless. A good interpretation is from the formulas is R becomes on a snare. Well, we just did R becomes 1 E and left becomes 2 E. So forth. I just briefly want to just give you some samples of what's in the stick control book, and that's a pretty good exercise, you know, especially if you're doing it harmonically. That's the paradiddle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's line 3. Line 5, I love the paradiddle. You get a whole lot of funk out of that. It's harmonic. Remember, right, left, right, right. Play it up a little bit. It becomes something entirely different. You know, all these guys on Facebook, and I don't blame them. They want some sort of recognition, I guess. I don't know. That to me, that means absolutely nothing. I just tell you, I am who I am, and I practice what I practice. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do, and I know what I need to work on. Okay? I'm just bringing out there a variation or variations of the stick control book. It's a simple process. I'm not out here to prove anything to no one, or how fast my singles are, or my double beaters are. I mean, you know, I could just do a solo for 20 minutes. You're not learning anything. What you're doing is you're enjoying my performance, perhaps, or not. But that doesn't do anything. That's not what this platform is about. This is teaching. There's so many ways. I have literally close to 5,000 different ways to do the stick control book. And in the stick control book formula, okay, there's 45 of them of the 5,000. Another thing is, as well, I'm going to be making an ebook, or what they call an ebook, and it's going to be available on Hudson Music. You'll get, you can't get PDFs, but it'll be an ebook that you could purchase and put on your computer. All right, that's going to be on Hudson Music soon. The hardcover, I'm revising. I have maybe 6 or 7 left. I'm not going to print any more up. I'm going to sell them, and as I'm revising the book into a different format, and I'm going to put it into a different situation because it's 188 pages. I'm going to cut it down to book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4, so on and so forth, and just continue. Another thing I talked to Rob Wallace, that's his name, from Hudson Music, is I sent him a few samples on Master Studies, Joe Morello's Master Studies, and I'm doing a whole breakdown on it. Each line has 10 different things going on it. I wrote them all out, and I did the same thing with number 2, 3, 4, until 45. That would be part 1. Now, you can get them on the ebook. That's coming on Rob Wallace's Hudson Music, and you can get the hardcover. I'm the only guy that's going to be selling the hardcovers. So if you're interested in purchasing those, let me know, and I'll print them up and send them to you. Now, I believe the cost, I brought the cost down from $45 to $29.95 plus shipping, a $3 shipping. So that's revised though. It's not going to be 188 pages. It might be 100 pages, each part one, part two, part three. And as far as the breakdown for master studies, it'll be on an e-book on Bob on Hudson Music. And another book is going to be on Hudson Music. There's a friend of mine, his book, 143 binary algorithms applied to the paradiddles, based off of Ravel's Bolero. That's going to be available at Hudson Music as well. And you could actually purchase all these products that I'm speaking of, say by next month, on my website. My website is, can you write this down, Bob? www.mattpatellallivelessons.com. I am there on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evening, 7 p.m. 1 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm on YouTube. You have the channel. Okay? All right, I will be back tonight come 7 o'clock. Now I could put this into the other rooms, but you won't see it on my wall. You'll see it in the other rooms, and you'd have to be a member. So if you're not a member of the stick control book, formula page, or the master studies, or the stick control book, formula book, page, or the art of drumming, the art of drum tuning and maintenance, there's a lot of them. What I'm going to do is put all the links in the comments section after I complete the lesson. So before I go, can we all, like, any questions, any problems? Anything you want me to cover again that we did today? Because tonight we're going to work, okay, from the Czechoslovakia Republic. Now if you want to purchase the PDFs, you're welcome, Andrea. You had no questions, you two guys? I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. I know, was there a 7-hour difference? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Okay. Well, 1 p.m. works out for you guys. Come on back. I'll be here again on YouTube Friday. Facebook Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on YouTube. My channel's there. Subscribe to my channel. See you tonight, Bob. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on my site. Okay, any questions before I close up? Knock, knock. Any questions? Okay. If you have any questions, hey Bob, can you put my email in there? mattpatella1001@gmail.com. Can you do that for me, please? The keyboard's really on the other side of the room. If you guys want to get added to my mailing list, email me, and you'll get the week's agenda, the time and location. Plus, if we need any PDFs, you'll get them as well. Matt Patella 1001@gmail.com. Got it? Let me put it in there. Look at that. Hold on. Yeah, it don't matter. I'll put it in here after. Okay, guys. Thank you for coming. See you later.